Welcome to my 2024 bullet journal flip through. This is the first time that I'm doing something like this, and I'm actually really excited to take a look at all of the spreads that I created and what my creativity looked like in the past year. So let's do this flip through together, and I'll explain a little bit more about what I was planning, how I used my spreads, what were actually functional, and what totally did not work. So these were my two bullet journals I used for 2024. I usually end up using two each year, like half of it and the other half. This is the Dingbats book. It is a hardcover book, and it was actually gifted to me by my friends. I really liked that one. And then this is the Rhodia Goal book that actually my partner gifted for me for my birthday. I actually ended up loving the soft cover more than the hardcover and felt like I really enjoyed the Rhodia more. So first, let's go through the Dingbats. In the first half of the book, I have 2023 since I kind of end up using two bullet journals per year. So we have 2023 and then 2024 in this journal. Here is my cover page. I really wanted to focus on new beginnings for 2024, so that's why I wrote Trust the Magic of New Beginnings. And then here is my future log. This was the first time that I made a future log that was actually a Dutch door spread. I loved it. I thought it was really cool, and I really enjoyed the color palette that I used. I didn't end up using the pages though, so I felt like there were parts of this spread that just were not put to good use. Then I added in a bucket list and then un café sol and also my 2 words for the year. Now let's go into the months. So this is my January spread. It was quite simple. I liked it because I thought it was very bold and fun. And then I have an intentions and then my monthly dashboard. I think in January, I kind of just did what I could. My family was visiting in 2020 or the beginning of January until the end. So I kept it quite simple, and each month I end with a review. In February, we have, again, my intentions, and to celebrate February, it was also Lunar New Year, so I drew a dragon and like paper lantern spread since 2024 was the year of the dragon. I had a February dashboard and a content schedule. As you can see, I did not use that content schedule, and these were my spreads for the year. I like that I have events for each week and then my calendar just so I know what the week is. And of course, ending it with my February review. In March, I actually started to use 3D. I used 3D elements, so I collected this from a co-living space, and I had my March dashboard. The thing about the 3D elements I thought was cool was that it added like different textures, but it actually ended up being really hard to write stuff, so I was like not doing that anymore. Here is my April spread. It was kind of just like a collage vibe of things that I wanted. I didn't end up writing my intentions for April. I'm not totally sure why. I also created a YouTube spread there, and I thought that the YouTube spread would work, but honestly, I don't think having just one spread for planning content in my bullet journal was very functional for me. And here's my April review and going into May. So May was actually my last spread in this bullet journal, and I love this spread. I think it was super fun and very kind of like start of summer. And I had a YouTube spread again. I thought I would try it again, but apparently it still didn't work, and it was not the spread for me. I'm actually going to be using a 2025 content and social media like separate planner for myself, and I think that will work better. So let's go into my second bullet journal of 2024, which is the Rhodia Goal book. It is a soft cover, and I definitely liked this book a lot. It was a different paper texture for the year, but after a while I got used to it. I thought the paper was a little bit thin compared to the Dingbats, but it wasn't too bad. And I decided, okay, let's go for something super vibrant and colorful for the second half of the year. The first half of the year ended up being kind of like chaotic, and I wanted something where it was just fun and where I could kind of like play with my spreads. Here's my bucket list spread. I thought this spread was really cool and I thought I would use it. I didn't actually end up writing anything in it, and I feel like it was kind of a wasted portion of my bullet journal. My July spread I thought was really fun. I wanted it to be kind of like tie-dye, groovy, hippie-esque. And I had a crafty summer bucket list. I had my July dashboard, and then I just went into my regular weekly spreads. Something that I found that really works well for me is having a top 3 in all of my weekly spreads. So every day I just write the top 3 things that I need to get done. And then every month I have my monthly review. For August, I kind of stopped doing these intentions, and I just thought, okay, I'm going to continue doing August dashboards or monthly dashboards. I really liked my August spread. I thought it was really fun, very fruity and just cute. And then I had my review, and then we go into September. September spread I thought was really fun too, because I wanted to embody abundance, and I thought, okay, let's draw plants, because plants can also represent abundance. I didn't want anything like money directly. I have my September dashboard, and then I put in an additional spread for my marketing reset review that I hosted on YouTube. You can find those videos in a playlist on my channel. And then we had the September review and going into October. October was also a really fun month. I think this was like probably one of my more favorite spreads and covers. I got to use like all my different stickers, and then I had my dashboard. And as you can see, my weekly spreads don't really change much. I end up kind of just boxing things or just writing things out. I want it to be creative, but I also really want my spreads to be functional. I don't want to do too much into creativity that I end up spending too much time on stuff. So I like to keep it a half creative, half functional and practical. My November spread was all about coffee. I think this is where I got like the most creative with my spreads. So I tested out different setups, especially this one. Look at that one. Like, look at all those coffees I drew. I liked it, but then I didn't really like it that much. I didn't end up doing my November review because I was in the United States for that. And then we go into December. December was also a great spread. I think that this one was really fun because I actually cut out the word December and glued it there. We had a Vlogmas spread that I did not use, and then my gift tracker spread, which I definitely actually did use. And my December spreads were pretty basic, very simple. I wanted to keep it easy since I was like half working, half not. I did end up doing a December review after this, and here is my 2024 review spread. I like the spread, but now looking at it, it looks a little bit jumbled and very full. So I think I'm gonna have to come up with something else for next year. And that is it for my 2024 bullet journal flip through. I think my bullet journals are for me to have a bit of productivity and organization and make it creative and colorful. I never want my bullet journal to feel too much for me to do. I want it to be equal parts functional and equal parts creative. And that's it. Thanks y'all for joining me for this 2024 bullet journal flip through. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.